One of the things that I'm most proud of is Arizona's reputation with Mexico, our prosperity and partnership, our economic trade and development. So I think there's many things and accomplishments that we can point back to that have made this a prosperous relationship, but it really would not have happened, this reset and revitalization that we've been able to have without Governor Pavlovich's leadership.
The proudest accomplishment I feel is having built this relationship with a lot of work, effort, and mutual trust. Governor Doug Ducey has sincerely made a big difference because we have worked together really well to make things happen. This commission has opened many doors when it came to involving education, tourism, entrepreneurs. Those have all made this relationship stronger and contributed to a stronger partnership.
At their last official meeting, the two governors signed a memorandum of understanding, recognizing the impacts of climate change and drafting a plan to improve the water and air quality along the border. In Mexico, governors serve one term for 6 years.
There will be a new governor in Sonora soon. What sort of partner do you need to continue this momentum?
I need a partner that wants to work with Arizona, a partner that wants to model themselves after the example of Governor Pavlovich, and a governor that wants to work on behalf of their people. We have not brought politics into this relationship at all. We have really worked on productive next steps, figuring out ways that we can work together. And I think on every front, on every initiative that we put forward, we've got metrics that demonstrate success and things headed in the right direction. Governor Pavlovich mentioned the memorandum of understanding that we signed today, and that's going to be a continual focus on water management and innovation. And I think there's much more that we can do on that front as well. But Arizona's arms are open. We want to work with our neighbor, and we want to continue the Arizona-Mexico Commission in the spirit that Paul Fannin founded it 62 years ago, saying that the good Lord made us neighbors, so let us be good neighbors.
I then asked Governor Pavlovich about the extraordinary year given the global health pandemic and getting vaccines into Mexico.
It has been a complicated year because we have never experienced a pandemic like this one, such a strange virus and such strange behavior. The first thing we did was communicate with businessmen, the communities, academics, to make everyone understand that things were going to be on hold and that later on there would be a reopening, little by little, but the main priority was health. The numbers tell us everything. And I am very happy because thanks to the work that was done, we were able to learn from how Arizona handled the pandemic.
Outside of the pandemic, the state of Sonora has experienced another crisis, levels of violence not seen since the late 1990s.
I believe that it is very important to keep our population informed and that we have to do so with a good communication strategy. The problem is focused on the city of Cajeme at this time, and we are working with the federal forces to attack this issue. I would tell them to visit. It is a very beautiful state with beautiful beaches, and the truth is that we have worked hard to make them feel confident in being able to travel. We have improved the roadways, which is one of the achievements of the Sonora-Arizona Commission.
Governor Ducey, the pandemic, port restrictions, the surge of immigrants, the policy shifts when it comes to immigration, all those things affect this $30 billion relationship. How does it move forward following this year?
I think first and foremost, we want to make sure that we finish the race around the pandemic, that we get the vaccine out as far and wide as possible. In terms of our relationship, our reputation with Mexico, the fact that Arizona was chosen as an ambassador state to pass the USMCA and to advocate on behalf of it, I think when you look at the wins that we've had, like bringing Lucid Motors to the state of Arizona while benefiting Sonora with a world-class supply chain, can be a real model to North American free trade going forward. When Mexico is prosperous and Arizona and the United States are prosperous, it not only helps the people of our respective countries. It makes for a more peaceful country. And I think with the pandemic, we saw how supply chains could be interrupted, how manufacturing could just stop on a dime, and the idea of repatriating businesses and distribution to our state, to our region, is a real opportunity for us. Before the pandemic came, our economies were booming. We just met with a young woman just before we came for this interview, Lorraine Rivera, born in Hermosillo, educated at the U of A. She's headed to Washington, D.C. to receive her master's and then on to Oxford in bioengineering. So it's a real inspirational story of how good relationships and the prosperity and focus on education and trade can benefit all of our citizens.
This relationship is very unique. Language is a factor, of course. There have been two governments you have to navigate. How has it worked during this time?
Well, I would say it's worked very well. We both speak the same language, and that's the language of opportunity and understanding. And the fact that not only Claudia and I, along with Sergio and Angela, have built a relationship, our teams, our administration, our directors and cabinet members, all know each other, all know their peers in the other administration, and that idea of communication and collaboration can go a long way to solve problems before they happen and also to maximize opportunity. And that will really be the story of Claudia Pavlovich's 6 years as the leader of Sonora, has been the rebuilding of the Arizona-Mexico Commission.
Governor Pavlovich, Governor Ducey, my thanks to both of you.
Thank you, Lorraine.
Thank you, Lorraine.